So today I would like to show you how to make folders on your computer so that you can keep all of your files organized because we will have dozens of files by the time the semester is over, and sometimes going back to find a certain file can be a little bit difficult if there's not some sort of organization to them. So what you're going to do first to get to this place, if you were at your desktop like this, you would come down to this folder called File Explorer. It's where you can see all your files and all your drives on your computer. And then over here down the left side, we need to go to this one that starts with your name and has your email number. Teachers are a little different. Theirs is just first name, last name, but yours will have your email number as well. So you're going to click on your F drive. Now you guys probably won't have all of this stuff in here unless you still have stuff saved from last year, which by the way, you are welcome to go delete that stuff if you don't think you need it anymore. There are a few folders in there that you probably should not delete. There might be one called My Documents or Documents, another one called My Pictures, maybe Downloads. So there's 3 or 4 that you should just leave there. They're just kind of a standard thing that comes with the computer. All right, so first thing we're going to do is either right click and go to New. And notice I just clicked off in this empty space, anywhere in the empty space. Right click and go to New, and then go to Folder. Okay, and just to show you, you can go up here as well to click New Folder. So you're going to make one for your class, the name of your class. So for example, if you're taking Business Office Specialist class from me, name it like that. Now mine's giving me an error saying, wait, you already have one called that, and I don't want to replace that. So if you need to rename something, left click the folder once, so the blue bars across it, meaning it's selected. Then on the blue bar, right click, go to rename. This time I'm just going to call it BOS, and you're welcome to abbreviate it as well. Okay, hit enter. It saves it as BOS. Then you double click, and inside here is where you're going to make your other folders. Now for the BOS class, there's 5 folders, and I think for the digital literacy class, if you're an 8th grader, there's 8 folders, but it tells you in Canvas what to call those folders. So I'm just going to come up here and hit this 5 times so that I have 5 new folders. Then remember to left click so it kind of gets a darker blue so it knows it's selected. Then right click and rename it. And one of the folders will be called Word Processing. Hit enter. That's where all the Microsoft Word stuff, all those files will be saved. Then, and you noticed it pushed it down here at the bottom. That's because it's alphabetizing it. So N's come before W's, so that's why it did that. Left click once to select, right click, excuse me, and go to rename. And then another unit we'll be learning is called spreadsheets. That's where all the Excel stuff will go. Okay, and notice if I just come up here and right click, I don't have a rename because I forgot to left click first to select it. There's a different menu when you left click. So left click, then right click, rename this one. This one will be Access, or I'm sorry, this one will be Databases. This is where our Access files will go when we learn the Access program. All right, and then let's left click to select, right click, rename it, and this one is going to be called Presentations. When we learn PowerPoint, hit enter. When we learn PowerPoint, that's where we'll put our PowerPoints. So those are the main 4 units that we're learning in the Microsoft Office suite. And then this last folder, we want to call it Bellwork. Okay, and actually, we are going to eventually be doing a new folder called Pictures. So you could do that now if you want, or you can do that later. Okay, perfect. So that is how you save or how you make folders. And then once we get files down here, or you may have some files down here already, you're going to click, hold, and drag and drop them to which folder they go in. Okay, so I'm just going to do an example one to show you. Let's say, I'm just going to make this Word document. Maybe we'll call it Classmate Bingo. That was our very first assignment of the year. So if we have Classmate Bingo, we can left click and drag, and as soon as word processing lights up, we can drop it in there. Okay, if we accidentally put it in the wrong place, we can left click once, right click once, and cut it out of there. And then we can come back to this main BOS folder, either by going back a level or just clicking right here on the BOS. And let's say it actually belonged in pictures. Then we double click and we could right click and paste. So I'm just going to Control Z to undo that, but that's how you move things around if you get them in the wrong place. All right, that's a wrap. That's it for learning how to make folders.